In accident and emergency, they're prepared for anything.
This person, potential COVID,
they've still got capacity up on AMU, so we've got loads of space in Crick and Darwin.
But COVID was a step into the unknown. Northwick Park Hospital in London has one of the highest COVID death rates in the country. The very first of thousands of cases came through the door in the early evening of the 4th of March this year.
It felt like a one-off. And then within 2 weeks, we were seeing 20 to 30 a day, and we were doubling at a rate of about every 2 to 3 days. Within 4 weeks, we were seeing 80 to 100 cases a day. Very, very sick people came in very, very quickly.
That first wave hit on March the 19th. The hospital was getting more cases through its front door than it could deal with, and it was quickly running out of critical care beds. And so a major incident was declared.
It was the first in the country to raise the alarm.
We realised this was out of the bag. This was going to come, and so very quickly we had to change how this hospital was organised, and then things moved very, very fast indeed.
Okay, so what's the story?
So I have a 59-year-old gentleman with a 4-day history of increased shortness of breath on exertion.
We were filling up a ward with patients probably every 3 days.
It was something I've never seen before. It was incredibly challenging in every way imaginable. We knew that the hospital was becoming overwhelmed. We knew that the patients were coming through, and we were in a position where we were running out of resources.
Mr. Bondoki.
The patient I'm about to meet says he's lucky to be alive. Abdullah Buldoki caught COVID a few weeks ago, and it nearly killed him.
How long have you been in hospital for?
Today I'm 2 weeks. Actually, I came here, I was very, very tired.
You were seriously ill in this hospital?
Yes, when I arrived at this hospital, I was nearly finished. Coughing a lot, difficulty breathing, headache, temperature, and tired.
Franco Paolo is a charge nurse at Northwick Park. He developed COVID symptoms in mid-April.
I have fever and shortness of breathing. So we went to the hospital. My symptoms is getting worse. I was in the back seat of the car. My lips are getting blue. It's really trying to strangle you.
At the hospital, staff realised the patient is actually a friend and colleague.
I can see their worry in their face, their sadness. I can see some of them crying also.
And when Franco doesn't respond to treatment, the decision is made to put him on a ventilator.
I told the consultant, let me have a quick word with my wife, with Grace. I told my wife, I promised to her that I'll come back.
After 5 weeks in a coma, Franco beat the virus and pulled through.
I'm happy that God gave me again a chance to wear again the uniform and to help out the people.
The staff here have learnt a lot about how to manage this virus. So whole wards have been set aside, left empty in case they're needed. And new drugs are proving effective.
There was no specific treatment for COVID until relatively recently, when there's been a few trials. So there's the dexamethasone and there's remdesivir, which have, in our limited experience, seems to have changed the landscape completely, where patients who we thought would need to spend a prolonged period of time on mechanical ventilation seem to get better a lot quicker, and it also stops some people who we would have previously thought would require mechanical ventilation from being admitted to intensive care.
We've been watching every single step of the release from lockdown, and I think it's gone well so far in the UK. I think what really underpins successful release from lockdown is the testing that's going on.
And after 2 weeks in hospital, Abdullah is going home to his family.
They brought me back to life, really, and I am very happy.
This is the story of one hospital among thousands, hoping that the feared second wave will never come. Nick Martin, Sky News.